Alright guys, today we're going to be fishing some man-made deep canals. This fish is ice cold when I grabbed him just now. And we just had a big front come through, so we're going to be targeting these deeper canals, fishing 10 to 20 foot of water. Caught that one jigging, but we're probably going to do some trolling also. Retrieve, I started just slow railing, and he hit it on the reel. This is not too big. We'll take what we can get in 50-degree water temperature. Guys, made a little move. Couldn't really get them trout going. I saw them on the depth finder and I was getting some bites, but just couldn't get them going, so decided to move man-made canals. Still fishing deep. Just bumped into this redfish right here. Had 2 or 3 bites on that cast, so I'm gonna think that there's a good school of them down there like we've been talking all winter. Tried to do the trout fishing earlier. If we gotta fall back on these perfect eating size reds one more time for another DockSide TV, it is what it is. I've been having a ball doing this. But when that water temperature gets in the 50s, you want to focus on deep water, or at least have real deep water nearby. Yesterday, the water temperature was 45. It warmed up a little bit today. I guess that's why we caught a few speckled trout, but redfish is typically still going to be the species of choice whenever it's that cold. But you want to be fishing pretty deep water, and like I said, you need to have some deep water close to you. That way at night they can bunker down and they can hide out from those real harsh freezes. Another red. I figured there was a school there. No surprise, no surprise. Let me put this one up using the glow. I'm going to show you one of my favorite things about the glow matrix and what you can do with it. Let me measure this dude and see how long he is. All right, this feller here just misses, but let me get something and show you guys something cool. All right, so we sell these spike it pins in multiple colors at matrixshad.com. And glow is the best color for kind of custom making your own lure. So I'm just going to simply put a little chartreuse tail on this dude here. You can do whatever you want. You can color their backs if you want. These these spike it markers have a little garlic scent to them. Kind of helps get the fish's attention. As we all know, redfish, they're pretty scent-oriented fish too, so why not add a little scent flavor to it. Water's a little stained too. The Pearl Rivers came up a good bit with these last couple fronts we've had, so definitely can't hurt. Put a little color on that lure, a little scent on that lure, and there's them reds right there. One dancing on the surface. Dancing on the surface. Come here, buddy. Come here, Betsy. There we go. So it looks like he'll make the team there. Using a 1/2 ounce, throwing in probably about 10 to 15 foot. And as you can see, I'm throwing off the bank a good ways. Glow with the chartreuse spike it marker, wearing out these small reds once again. whether you're fishing trout or reds, or really don't matter. You fish in this deeper water and it's super cold, you gotta let that lure get all the way to the bottom. Now with redfish, I'm just gonna hammer the bottom, 1/2 ounce jig head. They're not picky at all. Trout, on the other hand, if you're fishing trout in this real cold water, which you still can catch them, they'll get, the trout will get tricky. Where if you find the trout and you're getting a few bites in like 20 foot, 15 foot, sometimes, you know, when we're fishing these man-made canals like this and these dead ends, you know, there's no current really to speak of. So you can fish 20 foot of water with a 1/4 ounce jig head. And that's probably what I should have done with the trout we were on earlier, but instead of trying to figure those crazy dudes out, I came to a different area that felt we had a good chance to catch reds, and sure enough, we were. This is a lot easier. Those trout, you can catch big ones, and you can catch them this time of year, but they're tricky. Like I said, that 1/4 ounce, it'll be like a slow fall, which is a good thing to do in 20 foot of water, as sometimes them trout are suspended. Actually, a lot of times. The reds, almost always on the bottom, use the 1/2 ounce. Out here on a real cloudy day, got another ginormous front coming through. Oh my gosh, they have some redfish down there. Got another ginormous front coming through tomorrow. I don't usually like fishing these ugly days in the winter, but the wind ain't blowing, so that's good. But I needed to get out here and do it before that front comes tomorrow. Definitely don't want to fish in the middle of a front. You want to always fish right before a front, or for reds, I really like it right after. Now this is before a front, and these redfish are going bananas, but that's very common. When you get that water temperature in the 40s, if you can find the reds, you can find one red, you're gonna just crush them. Now you've been seeing a lot of videos we've been doing fishing reds in like skinny ditches or deeper ditches that connect duck ponds. Usually when that water hits like the 40s, that's too cold for those ditches. They'll come in stuff that's real deep, like this big pit right here. I mean, this thing's got 30, 40, 50 foot of water in the middle of it. Like I said, it gives them a place of protection whenever at nighttime, when you get them hard freezes, that you know, the air temp just the other night was 17 degrees. Oh, that one tattooed it on the way down. But 17 degrees, so that's gonna drop that water temperature rapidly at night. And they get in survival mode, and they need that deep water nearby, that way they can survive. And then as the sun comes up the next day or warms it up, they'll come back to a little bit shallower, to flat, and get to eating. But as you know, this water is so cold, these fish are far from shallow. Usually I'll be throwing like up towards the bank, working that first drop off, but these reds, I'm working like the second and third drop off, because they're a little bit deeper. That's obviously where the warmer water is and where they're wanting to be. Yahoo! There he is, baby. There he is. You always want to just cover water really, really fast when you're fishing reds in the winter. And when you hit one, you're gonna stop and milk that area over and over and over and over and over and over again till you get your limit. Another nice little red. Put him on the measuring board in a second. Make sure to subscribe to our monthly bait box. We'll be giving out the glow, and that's that we use in this episode, the glow matrix. Make sure to subscribe so you can get that. And if you want to get the Spike It marker, we got multiple colors at matrixshad.com, so check that out. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. We do tons of trout and red fishing in the winter. This is one of our specialties, wintertime fishing, using plastic lures. So I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Until next time, good fishing.